Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories: celebrity siblings, odd words, kidlit, you're so subtractive, geography, and presidential alma maters. Where do we begin, Player 1? Actresses, Meg and Jennifer. Okay, Player 1. Ooh, sorry. That's incorrect. Any other takers? The correct response is Tilly. Player 1. Pick again. Too much time enjoying potent potables? You could end up with a Katzenjammer, one of these. It's Player 1. Woo! You are correct. And you're back into some money. You again, Player 1. Cities in this large South American country include Mendoza, Rosario, and Mar del Plata. It's Player 1. Oh, sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response: Argentina. Player 1, choose again. It's 237 minus 113. Player 1? That is correct. You again, Player 1. 117 minus 47 minus 10 equals this. Player 3? Right. A lot of clues, a lot of categories, Player 3. Make us 99 minus 55 minus 33 minus 11 equals this. It's Player 1. Yeah. Good for you. Player 1, where do we start? The name of this light, crinkled fabric comes from the Persian shur or shakar, meaning milk and sugar. Here's the response we were looking for: seersucker. You get to pick again, Player 1. The fact that clavate means shaped like this isn't something you have to hit me over the head with. Let's hear it, Player 1. Yes. You again, Player 1. Music makers Branford and Winton. Let's hear it, Player 3.
Yeah.
Right. Where do we begin, player 3? Gridiron stars Peyton and Eli. Yes, player 1? Correct. Player 1, you start. Answer, the Daily Double. You are in the lead right now. So, what's your wager? Answer this. Filmmakers Joel and Ethan. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. We return to you, player 1. Figure skaters Sarah and Emily. We're talking about hues. You get to pick again, player 1. Robinsonade is not a refreshing drink. It's a novel similar in theme to a work by this author. Here's the correct response. Daniel Defoe. Player 1, choose again. Dumbledore is actually an old word for this insect. J.K. Rowling imagined him humming all the time. It's player 1. Yeah! That is correct. We return to you, player 1. A castle built by crusaders dominates the port of Kyrenia on this island nation near Lebanon. Here's what we were looking for. Cyprus. Player 1, back to you. Oil up with some serious sunscreen as you trek to Alice Springs, the center of this nation's vast red center. Yes, player 1? Right. We return to you, player 1. Leroy Brown is the real name of the boy detective with this bookish nickname. Here's the correct response. Encyclopedia. Player 1, you pick again, please. This Louise Fitzhugh lass spies on her classmates and writes about them in her secret notebook. It's player 1. Yep. Wow! Player 1, pick again. U.S. Naval Academy, class of 1946. It's player 2. That's right. Way to go. Player 2, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? U.S. Military Academy, class of 1915. Let's hear it, player 3. Hey, you're right. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection as Georgetown, class of 1968. Yes, player 2. Yes. All right, let's get back into this. Player 2 has control. Harvard University, class of 1904. Here's the correct response. Franklin Roosevelt. Select again. Eureka College, class of 1932. We're talking about Ronald Reagan. Player 2, choose again. A game of hide and seek leads Peter, Susan, Edmund, and Lucy into this land that's always winter and never Christmas. Okay, player 1. That's correct. All right, let's get back into this. Player 1 has control of the board. 1127 minus 121 minus 116 equals this. Yes, player 1? Yes. We return to you, player 1. From the Latin for diminish, it's the term for a number from which another number is subtracted. Okay, player 1.
Yeah!
Good. Player 1, back to you. It's the only African country with port cities on both the Red Sea and the Mediterranean. Here's the response we were looking for. Egypt. Player 1, back to you. The Mabinogion is an important collection of myths and tales from this UK country. It's player 1.
Woo!
That's it. Player 1, you pick again, please. In a Francis Hodgson Burnett tale, Mary Lennox tends to the secret this. Yes, player 2.
Yeah!
Good for you. Let's have a look at the $1,000 clue. This Kipling lad goes on a Himalayan journey with a Tibetan lama. We're talking about Kim. Player 3 is in third place and will select first in the Double Jeopardy round, as we always do, right after this break. Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy with these categories awaiting the players. Take me out to the history game. The songs of Paul Simon. In the dictionary. Archipelagos. The human body. And make no mistake. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection. Here's Sarah.
When a piece of ice detaches from an iceberg, the iceberg is said to be doing this. The same word describes the act of a cow giving birth.
Yes, player 1?
Woo!
That's it. Player 1, you start us off. This main artery of the heart is said to resemble a cane with its arch at the top of the heart. Let's hear it, player 2. No, sorry. Any other takers? It's player one.
Whoa!
It's 1922, and the Blackshirts force King Victor Emmanuel III to appoint this far-right fielder as Prime Minister. The correct response is Benito Mussolini. Please pick again, player one. In Egyptian myth, the god Khnum made humans on a potter's wheel, using silt from this river. It's player one. That's correct. Player one, back to you for our next selection. Sitka is the largest city in this state's Alexander Archipelago. Okay, player three. Right you are. Player three, you start us off. In 1965, the Cook Islands became self-governing in free association with this country that provides for their defense. Here's the correct response. New Zealand. Player three, you pick again, please. This Scottish archipelago is famous not only for its ponies, but also for a breed of dog. It's player one.
Yeah!
You are correct. Player one, where do we start? The 26th president knew that an arctophile loves these cuddly items. It's player one. Yes. We return to you, player one. You might promenade along this flat stretch near the shore that also ends in N-A-D-E. Player three? Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Yes, player two. That's correct. A lot of clues, a lot of categories. Player two. Make it someone who housels you, administers this, and is probably a priest. The correct response is communion. We return to you, player two. It's 1649, and this king is looking kind of tired out. Yep, here comes Oliver Cromwell to give him the hook. Here's the correct response. Charles I. Player two, back to you. It's July 10th, 1553, and this lady will pinch hit for Edward VI, who's been taken out of the game. Cousin Mary is on deck. Let's hear it, player two. Sorry. Anyone else? Let's hear it, player three. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Okay, player one. Good for you. Player one, you start. The part of your eye that looks like a black circle is called this. It's the center of the iris. Let's hear it, player one.
Yeah.
Yes. You again, player one. Otoliths are found in the vestibule of the inner part of this organ. Player two. Yes. All right, let's get back into this. Player two has control. Answer. The first of the two daily doubles. You are currently in second place. Player two, give us a wager. Okay, here is the clue. This part of the brain, just above the brain stem, is about the size of an orange. Good for you. Player two, back to you for our next selection. Here's Jimmy with the clue.
A low arch can cause the foot to roll inward too much when running, an effect called over this.
The correct response is pronation. We return to you, player two. In Roman myth, Nenia, whose name means dirge, presided over these ceremonies. Okay, player three.
Yeah.
You are correct. A lot of clues, a lot of categories, player three. Make us a... It begins, "Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again." Player three? That's not it. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Player two. Right. Player two, you're in command of the board as we continue right now. In Mrs. Robinson, Simon wrote, "A nation turns its lonely eyes to this man." Here's the response we were looking for. Joe DiMaggio. Player two, back to you. From the Greek for scraped again, it's a type of paper used for medieval manuscripts. Player three? Hey, you're on the plus side. Player three, you start us off. In a Botticelli painting, Zephyrus, the west wind, is blowing this full-figured newborn to shore. Okay, player one.
Oh.
Sorry. Anyone else? Let's hear it, player three. No, that's not right. Any other takers? It's player two. Yep. Player two, start us. This god of earthquakes called Rhea Mom and spent a lot of time in the water. Here's the correct response. Poseidon. You get to pick again, player two. Goodbye to Rosie, the Queen of Corona. See you, me, and him down by the schoolyard. We're talking about Julio. Player two, you pick again, please. Answer? The second daily double. You're in second place, so what is your wager going to be? What are you going to wager? Here is your daily double clue. Simon's 1973 song about this color transparency film said, "Give us those nice bright colors." Right. Select again. In Bridge Over Troubled Water, Simon told her to sail on by. Your time has come to shine. Here's what we wanted. Silver Girl. You get to pick again, player 2. This Pacific Island country is named for a British sea captain, not Happy Days producer Gary. Here's what we wanted. Marshall Islands. You again, player 2. This Portuguese archipelago once served as a stop for the treasure galleons returning to Spain from America. Here's what we wanted. The Azores. Player 2. Pick again. In Wagner's Ring Cycle, this Norse god is known as Donner. Player 1. Oh, sorry. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? The correct response is Thor. Player 2, choose again. It's going back, and it's over the 73-mile-long wall built in the 120s AD by this slugger, the Emperor. Player 2. Right you are. And the $2,000 clue? It's 1902, and Teddy Roosevelt is putting this junior on the bench, the Supreme Court bench, and he'll be there for 29 years. Here's the correct response. Oliver Wendell Holmes. Sorry, player 3. Looks like you will not be continuing on to Final Jeopardy. Consider your wagers carefully as you think on this category. Geometry. Please enter your wager. The Final Jeopardy clue is as follows. It's an ellipse with an eccentricity of 0. What did you put as your response? And that correct response will add. And your response? And this correct response will add how much to your score? This makes you our new champion, player 1, so congratulations. We'll see you next time.